Okay, let's start. Today's topic is consent. There are three words, one simple word, another is a compound word. Simple word one is consent, which is commonly used in the medical field. Another word which is commonly used in the common people's known as the will. And third compound word is will and testament. So after the consent, I have to discuss about these two simple and another and a compound word, will and testament. So let's start. Change the slide. As you see that consent means the Bahami Razamandi. Bahami Razamandi means when the two peoples agreed upon the same thing in the same sense. For example, as I have delivering a lecture, you people listening the lecture, it means that we are the two parties and we are two parties agreed upon the same thing. What same thing? The lecture. Dictionary meaning of the consent is that to give permission for any act. Number one. Number two, to agree with. Number three, to say yes. These three words are the meaning of the word consent. Legal definition: two or more persons are said to be consent when they agree upon the same thing in the same sense. This is known as the consent. Look at this. One is a doctor, another is a patient. Means these two persons, one doctor, one patient, are agreed upon the same thing in the same sense. What sense? Doctor goes to treat the patient, patient is agreed to take the treatment from the doctor. So when the two or more than the two persons are agreed upon the same thing in the same sense is known as the consent. As I have already told you, consent means I agree. I means doctor as well as the patient both are agree. So we can say that they are consented. Look at this image. In this image, there are multiple persons are sitting around the table, but they have a different colors, means they are different peoples. So no man is good enough to govern another man without the other's consent. Understand? This is another definition of consent. What? No man is good enough. No man is good enough to govern another man without the other's consent. Do you know that who is Abraham Lincoln? Abraham Lincoln is the president of America, United States of America. Consent is said to be free when it is not caused by. These 5 points are commonly asked by the students in the BCQ paper. Question is that consent is said to be free when it is not caused by. तो इन 5 में से कोई 2 या 3 लफ्ज या एक दिया होगा. Number 1, coercion means under pressure, under influence, fraud, misrepresentation and mistake. Consent should be clear. The doctor sued means if doctor doesn't take the consent, so the patient sued the doctor. Patient says that the doctor treated me without my NOC, no objection. Consent in medical field, permission of patient is required for what? What is consent? Permission of patient is required for what? Clinical examination. I, being a doctor, when treat the patient, first of all, I have to take the consent from the patient that may I examine you. This is the clinical examination. May I take blood from your body for biological examination? This is a diagnostic investigation. May I inject you a penicillin drug, administration of drug, or may I transfuse the blood? Which is again a consent. Blood is a plasma. Blood is a tissue, and when I transfuse blood from one body to another body, this one is known as the tissue transplantation. Withdrawal of biological fluids, again I need a consent. Surgical procedure, for example, I being a surgeon operate a patient with the history of appendicitis. So first of all, I have to take the consent that may I remove your appendix. This is a surgical procedure. Removal of any part or organ, again consent. Legal position, doctor-patient relationship is considered as implied contract between them. Look at the word autonomy, which is clearly written on image. Autonomy means autonomy means the खुद मुख्तारी of a patient. ये patient का right है. जब मैं उस पे enter होऊंगा, तो first of all I have to take the permission. First of all I have to take the permission. Let's see the word autonomy. Autonomy means a person is the owner of his body. It means that when I enter the personal space of a person, first of all, I have to take the consent. Implied contract, this is one of the type of the consent. Implied contract when, for example, I being a doctor sitting in my chamber, in my clinic, a patient comes to a person as a patient comes in my chamber and sit in front of me on a table. It means that it's understood that he is a patient, I am a doctor, he is agree to take the treatment from my side. That thing is known as the implied contract. Implied contract मतलब कि बॉडी लैंग्वेज ही बताती है कि उसे मुझसे ट्रीटमेंट चाहिए. मैं अगर नहीं भी पूछूं देन इट्स ओके. वो आया क्लिनिक पे, तो क्लिनिक पे क्यों आया होगा? ट्रीटमेंट लेने आया होगा. बेसिक ह्यूमन राइट, फ्रीडम फ्रॉम फिजिकल इंटरफेरेंस. अगर मैं वैसे इंटरफेयर करूंगा तो ये उसकी ह्यूमन राइट की फ्रीडम को इंटरफेयर करूंगा. पर्सन ऑफ सफिशिएंट मैच्योरिटी एंड मेंटल कैपेसिटी हैज राइट टू चूज वेदर और नॉट टू सबमिट फॉर मेडिकल एग्जामिनेशन और ट्रीटमेंट. A person should be sufficient mature and mentally capacity has right. ये उसका right है. अगर मुझे उसकी सर्जरी करनी है, तो first of all I have to take the consent from that patient. If he says no, then I don't do the surgery. Without permission, any contract is considered as battery. So when I ask a question in the BCQ that what is battery, this is not a battery this is not a light battery. This is the battery. Battery means without permission, any contract is considered as battery. अगर मैंने एक पेशेंट का उसकी मर्जी के बगैर जबरदस्ती इलाज किया, तो that thing is known as battery. Contact may be direct examination by the doctor, indirect X-rays or ultrasound. I being a doctor examine the patient by touching my hand on his or her abdomen. That thing is known as the examination by the doctor, but this is a direct examination. When I advise for the X-ray, so this thing is known as the indirect examination. A consent is invalid if act consented is lawful. If I take the consent for the examination of abdomen and during this examination, without his consent, I'm going to touch his or her private parts, then one can say that this consent is invalid because the patient is not willing to give the consent for the examination of the private parts. Patient only gives me the consent for the examination of the abdomen. Look at this. There are multiple types of the consent. Number one, valid consent. Number two, informed consent from left to right. Implied consent, verbal consent, specific consent, express consent, restricted consent, written consent, consent under duress. Duress means under pressure, under influence. Types of consent. Number one, implied. As I have already told you, implied consent is most commonly used in the clinics. Number two, expressed consent. There are two types of expressed consent. Number one, oral, and number two is written. Oral means someone says that by mouth says that I am agree. And if that person is dumb, अगर वो गूंगा है तो मुंह से कैसे बोलेगा? तो वो लिख के देगा. That thing is known as a written consent. Third one is informed consent. Informed consent is the most important consent, is the most valid consent that, first of all, doctor, tell the patient that I am going to operate you. For what? For the appendicitis, and I have to remove your appendix. This one, this thing is informed, means from my side, I'm going to give the information to that patient, and patient says that it's okay. So that consent is known as informed consent. Blanket consent. Blanket, as the name that kambal. Blanket consent, something is hidden, which is not clearly tell by the doctor to the person or the patient. That thing is known as the blanket consent, which is very commonly used in our hospitals. Blanket consent. Implied consent. This is the detail of the implied consent. Number one, existence is not expressly asserted, provided by the demeanor, gesture of the patient. Gesture of the patient means patient comes in the clinic, in the chamber, sitting on a table, examination table, or lying on examination table. It means that he is, means his gesture shows me that he is ready for the examination. Most common variety in general and hospital practice, this implied consent is most commonly used in the hospital. Acceptable up to simple physical examination only. Again, I read it. Acceptable up to simple physical examination only means I am going to examine his blood pressure, I am going to examine his eyes and check the blood pressure, pulse, temperature, whatever it may be. But when I am going to examine his or her abdomen, then I have to ask, I have to take the permission from that person. Would you please allow me for the examination of abdomen? Expressed consent, as I have told you that there are two types. Number one, oral, and number two is in a written. Oral is stated in distinct and explicit language. साफ सुथरे लफ्जों में ओपन बोलना है, ढके छुपे लफ्जों में नहीं बताना उसने ना. Stated in a distinct and explicit language. Acceptable in relatively minor examination and therapeutic procedure, instrumentation without anesthesia, venipuncture, stitching a wound. मतलब फॉर एग्जाम्पल एक डॉक्टर है, वो किसी पेशेंट के वूंड को स्टिच कर रहा है, तो वो उसको ओरली बताएगा कि आई एम गोइंग टू स्टिच योर वूंड, वो कहेगा इट्स ओके. सिंपल है. नंबर टू, प्रिफरेबली ऑब्टेन्ड इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ थर्ड डिसइंटरेस्टेड पार्टी. और जब भी कंसेंट ली जाती है और जब भी पेशेंट एग्जामिन किया जाता है, थर्ड पार्टी जरूरी है. थर्ड पार्टी कौन होता है? थर्ड पार्टी, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आई बीइंग अ मेल डॉक्टर examine a female patient. So I have to call you. If she is married, I have to call her husband. If she is unmarried, then I have to call her mother. If both are not present, then I have to call the nurse who was present at that time when I'm examining the female patient. That party means the nurse is a third party. She is a disinterested party. She is not from that side. She is not from my side. So when I'm going to examine the patient, the nurse should be there. Written, permission obtained in writing for signing a written statement, preferably on a separate paper pro forma, acceptable for all major therapeutic and surgical procedures, endoscopy, radiology, IVP, general anesthesia, surgical operations, advantageous because of easy proof and permanent from record. Written. Again, when I'm going to do the endoscopy of a patient, so I take the consent in a written form on a printed pro forma. On the pro forma, there is a name of the patient and the procedure. There are columns of name and the procedure column. So I explain each and everything to the patient, and after explaining, patient is agree and then give me a permission by signing on the pro forma. So this pro forma, and I kept this pro forma as a record. Yes, when someone says that why you are doing the endoscopy of that patient, so I show the pro forma that with her or with his consent, I do the endoscopy to exclude. Informed consent, what is it really? As I have already told you just a minute ago, that informed consent is the most important consent. Informed consent, permission obtained after reasonable explanation of the proposed procedures to the patient, giving him a fair chance to make a decision voluntarily. The ideal and acceptable type. What informed consent? Is it simple? I have to explain the patient that you have a problem with your appendix, and if I do not remove the appendix, then this appendix will burst and harm you. And I'm giving you a 5 or 10 minutes. Think about it. Are you ready for the operation or not? This is the voluntarily space which is given by me to the patient. If he says, if he or his or her relatives or whatever the guardian says that okay, then I'm ready to do the operation. Elements of informed consent. Elements of informed consent. The patient has been provided with all the information that a reasonable person would want to make the decision of whether to accept or refuse the proposed treatment. मैंने पेशेंट को each and everything बताया कि मैं तुम्हारी सर्जरी करूंगा, and I am given a space to that patient, and after this, after my telling to each and everything to the patient says, they say yes or no. That thing is known as the informed consent. The patient expresses a consent voluntarily without under influence of another party. मैं उसे प्रेशर से नहीं करवाना चाह रहा उसकी सर्जरी, उसको टाइम देना चाह रहा हूं, समझाना चाह रहा हूं. The patient has the capacity to consent to the treatment. Then patient says, yes, I am ready for the treatment. What treatment means? The surgery. Extract. This table is extracted from the Royal Devon and Exeter Hospital Trust Consent Policy, Clinical Risk Management Booklet, Legal Services. Number 1. A brief review of the treatment options for the patient clinical situation. Number 1. This is the informed consent. An explanation of the reasons for the selection of a particular intervention or treatment and the anticipated benefits. A sensible review of the complications, evidence that the discussion of 1 to 3rd has involved a clinical who is capable of performing that procedure or treatment. Are you patients properly informed? This is my question. Are your patients properly informed? For example, you are a surgeon and I am a lawyer, and I have a question to you that, Dr. Saab, when you have operated that patient for the appendicitis. So I have a question that, are your patients properly informed? You said yes. These are the pre-op checklist day of surgery. Number 1, on the left side, client teaching completed. Client teaching completed means this is the point from where you have to take the consent of the patient. Client teaching completed. Yes, you said yes, completed. Consent form signed. Consent form signed. Yes, consent form signed. NPO, nil paroli, in gown, allergy and ID bands on, no jewelry, bands taped. So whatever these multiple things comes after the taking consent. Lack of adequate informed consent is one of the top 10 most common reasons for malpractice claims. These are the very, very important lines. If you not take the consent from the patient, then the patient has a right to sue you in a court of law and say that you are doing the malpractice. You are not informed me that you are going to do the surgery for appendix. You are simply tell me that I am going to examine your abdomen. So lack of adequate informed consent is one of the top 10 most common reasons for malpractice claims. Blanket consent. This consent is very commonly used in our government hospitals. Not a precise type of consent. Number one, intention is to cover every surgical procedure purely at the discretion of surgeon and anesthesia without referring to a specific procedure, does not provide to the patient a fair chance or logical decision, invalid in the eyes of law, commonly practiced in our hospitals. Preferred procedures for consent taking. Consent must be taken before start of proposed examination, treatment, surgical examination, surgical operation. From the patient, consider age, mental condition, or from parents, guardian. Extent of explanation regarding proposed treatment, surgical procedure, risk involved, other deliverables, and points in favor of your proposed treatment. Number one means, first of all, consent must be taken before start a proposed examination. Means, first of all, before doing the examination, doctor tell each and everything to the person or patient. From the patient, consider age, mental condition, or from parents, guardian. Means doctor should take the NO, should take the permission from the patient. Extent of explanation regarding proposed treatment, surgical procedure, risk involved, alternatives available, and points in favor of your proposed treatment. Factors modifying the procedures. These are the factors which modify the procedure. Procedure means if the patient is unconscious, then what you do, how you take the consent, from whom you take the consent. Number two, comatose patient. Patient is in a coma, then how you take the permission. Emergency, when life of patient at risk, patient in an emergency and he is serious, he is going to die, then how you take the permission. Married patient, when procedure involves organs of generation. Infants and minors, a baby whose age is 5 years and you are an ENT surgeon and you are going to do the tonsillectomy, then how you get the permission from that baby. And then you say that, may I remove your tonsil? And that baby says that, no, I don't know what are the tonsils. I only know the candy. So you have to modify the procedure. Patients of unsound of mind, means if person is insane, then how you take the NOC, how you take the permission or consent. Organ transplantation, how you take the permission, from whom you take the permission. These are the factors on which you have to modify the procedure. How? Situations where consent need not be obtained. So number one, if patient is unconscious and no one is there to give the permission, then you have a right to do the treatment of that patient. This is your right. After the treatment of patient, you can say that I have no choice. The patient is unconscious and no guardian, no one is present from the patient side. So from whom I have to take the permission. Like the comatose patient is the same thing. Married patient, infants and minors. If there is an emergency, then you have to operate the tonsillectomy, and you after that you can say that you say his or her parents. Patients of unsound of mind. Patient is already insane. Patient has no right, and even don't know what is the importance of this surgery. So you are going to treat the patient, and after that you have to tell the guardian of the patient that this is the importance. Situation where consent need not be obtained. These are the 4 points where there is no need of consent. This is again a BCQ question. Number one, immigrants may be examined by the port, airport, medical staff. Like nowadays, the people when come from the abroad and when they reach at the airport or the port, so medical staff is deployed over there, and that medical staff don't need to take the consent from those persons. They are allowed by the government to examine the persons. Person suffering from notifiable disease, for example, a person who is suffering from a typhoid fever, there is no need to take the consent of that person because that person is very harmful for the community. Court orders for psychiatric examination and treatment. For example, you have received a court order in which mention a name of a person and you are set to do examine that person. So there is no need to take the permission from that person. Members of armed forces like Army, Air Force and Navy, there are no needs. There is no need to examine the patient with their consent. You can examine them without their consent. Preferred procedure for consent taking. What are the procedure? Number one, consent must be taken before start of proposed examination, treatment, surgical operation. From the patient, consider age, mental condition, or from parents, guardian, loco parents. Loco parents is again a BCQ question. Loco parents is very commonly asked in the BCQ papers and even asked by the externals during the examination, the Viva examination. Loco parents. Examiner asks you, would you please explain me what is loco parents? Loco parents is a term which is used for those students who are studying in a school and they are living in a hostels without their parents. So if one of the students says that if one of the student has a complaint for the tonsillitis or one of the students has a complaint of the appendicitis, the teacher who is in charge take that student goes to the doctor and take the treatment, and this teacher at that time acts as a loco parent. Understand? Extent of explanation regarding proposed treatment, surgical procedure, risk involved, alternative available, points in favor of your proposed treatment. Factors modifying the procedure. Consent form. Look at this. This is very clear form which is present in the book of the Naseeb Aman. Now look at this form. Number one, I, name of the consentee, a person who gives the consent. For example, I, XYZ, NIC number 1234, do hereby consent to my own relationship with the patient. For example, I, being a father of the patient, give the consent. I, name of the consentee, XYZ, NIC number of the consentee 123, do hereby consent to my own relationship with the patient that the patient is my son. Operation of appendectomy or appendectomy under type of anesthesia, general. There are multiple types of anesthesia: general anesthesia, spinal anesthesia, local anesthesia, dissociated anesthesia. I have been explained fully the nature, proposed, inherent risk involved in this surgery, and the type of anesthesia by doctor, name of the doctor taking consent. For example, I, being a doctor, take the consent, then in this column I mention my name. No assurance has been given to me that any particular surgeon will perform the operation. Signature of the consentee, date. I confirm that all relevant detail in respect of the above referred operation anesthesia have been fully explained to the consentee who has signed this form. Signature of the doctor taking consent. This is an ideal and classical consent form. This is not a blanket consent form. This is a very open consent form. This is another form of patient consent. And another form of patient consent, this is that you have to read yourself. Now look at this. This is a very important, very interesting consent form, which is commonly used in our hospitals. Those who understand the Sindhi and even those who understand the Urdu, I read it in Urdu. एनेस्थीसिया और ऑपरेशन का इजाजतनामा, बेहोशी और ऑपरेशन का इजाजतनामा. नेम ऑफ द पेशेंट, वालिद का नाम, अपने मरीज का नाम के ऑपरेशन. हर किस्म की बेहोशी करने की इजाजत देता हूं, देती हूं। द कंसल्टेंट और द वर्ड्स, हमको बताया गया है कि ऑपरेशन की दवाइयों के मुज़र असरात मीन्स हार्म इफेक्ट्स या रिएक्शन या खून ज्यादा बहने की वजह से मरीज को आर्जी या मुस्तकिल नुकसान पहुंच सकता है, मौत भी वाक़ई हो सकती है। किसी भी किस्म की पेचीदगी और नुकसान मौत के हम खुद जिम्मेदार हुए हैं, जिम्मेदार हैं। वेरी वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग थिंग, अगेन आई रीड इट, कि जो कुछ भी होगा उसके हम जिम्मेदार हैं। मींस हु हम जिम्मेदार, मींस द पेशेंट्स। दिस इज अ रिडिकुलस थिंग। अस्पताल और डॉक्टर जिम्मेदार नहीं रहेंगे। व्हाई? व्हाई दिस हॉस्पिटल डॉक्टर जिम्मेदार नहीं रहेंगे, ऑल्दो दे आर ट्रीटिंग द पेशेंट। But in this consent form is a very clearly written that doctors and hospitals are not responsible. Why not responsible? हमारा डॉक्टरों पर मुकम्मल एतमाद है। दिस इज रिडिकुलस। हम इस फॉर्म के जरिए मुकम्मल इजाजत देते हैं, पेचीदगी या नुकसान की सूरत में हम कहीं भी शिकायत या कानूनी चाराजोई नहीं करेंगे। अगर ऐसा किया तो इसकी सजा मिलेगी किन को? तो फ्रॉम द पेशेंट्स वाली साइड को ना, और जुर्माना भरने के लिए जिम्मेदार रहेंगे। हमने इस फॉर्म पर दस्तखत पढ़ने और समझने के बाद किए। दिस इज द ब्लैंकेट कंसर्न।